coach, Jasmine Ruth. We've been calling you by the wrong name all year. Tell me about today and what you take away from how your team competed.
Today we came out and they left it all on the court. I mean, they executed our game plan from start to finish. They played as a team. They didn't deviate away from anything that we do offensively or defensively. I was just really impressed with how we performed and how we composed ourselves.
How about this team as a whole? I think, there's a lot of great things you can say about them, but man, the defensive buy-in really, when did that start? Did it take a little while to get that, or when did that come about?
Honestly, that came Kendra Cook's freshman year. We were 6-16, so we had to find a way to compete, and we couldn't score, so defense is the other way, and that's just kind of built, and it's became a staple in our program, and it's nice that the freshmen come in and they buy in, and so it's just kind of what we do.
Maybe a tough one for you, but Kendra, the lone senior, she's been there since 6-16, and to get her to finish here, can you just speak to that a little?
Oh my God, it means everything. She is the hardest worker in the room. She's so positive. She's such a great leader. We're really going to miss her next year, but I'm really glad that we were able to get here for her to get to experience this.
Now that you have everybody else coming back and has seen this, what this atmosphere is like, I mean, what do you think that'll do for them?
It's going to light a fire. We're really excited to get back to work this summer and hopefully be here next year.
Coach, congrats on a great season.
Thank you.
Obviously, Aaliyah, a tough loss, not how you wanted it to go, but I mean, you guys are right there I think you're kind of what many people saw as an underdog as a 7 seed. What do you take away from your experience here today?
So obviously it was new for all of us. We didn't really know what to expect, but I think that we came out and played really good, and we kept composure and we played really hard.
After the first 2 minutes, I mean, it seemed like both of the teams had jitters there a little bit. After the first 2 minutes, didn't look like you guys were too scared of it at all. Where does that come from?
Yeah, we settled in. Our district final game, it was packed, so I think that kind of helped. But we just started running our offense, and we did fine.
How about playing defense against this team? They got 5 guards that are 5'9", 5'10", and you had to guard them all over the floor. Tell me what you guys were trying to do. Obviously, I think you were able to slow them down about as best as anybody has this year.
Yeah, I was just trying to read what they were going to do with their passes and look for my steals. They posted me up a few times, and there's nothing I could really do about it, but sometimes me and Elizabeth would switch, and I would go out on her girl, and that worked really well.
Congrats on a great season. Elizabeth, you ready? I'll grab you here, Elizabeth. Tell me a little bit about just what your takeaways from getting a chance to play in the big stage here at Wells Fargo Arena.
I think it will really help us next year. To get this high of play really helps us know what we need to do and what we need to work on.
It was pretty tough. I think it was challenging for you defensively today, given that they could line them up 5 around the perimeter. Tell me what you tried to do your best to try to slow that down.
When my girl went out to shoot, I tried to keep her as far back on the three-point as possible, so if she was going to shoot, it was going to be a contested shot. But if she was in, I just really tried to keep my hands up and help defense.
As you said, it will mean big things for next year, but what can you say about the one senior, Kendra? And I know that was one of the first things you said last week was, I'm so happy that Kendra got to play here.
Yes, I'm very sad that Kendra's leaving. I really appreciate her, so we're going to come back next year. Without her, it's going to be hard, but it'll be good.
Congrats on a great year. Appreciate it. Tell me about today's game. What you take away from it?
I think we played really hard. We kind of knew, we watched film on them, so we kind of knew what to expect with their shooters and their posts because they're all about the same height. So we were just working on switching screens because we all knew that we would all have to guard them at some point. And yeah, we just worked really hard the past week in practice.
There's a lot of things you can say about this team, but I'd say this team has really had a defensive buy-in. The way that you guys have played defense this year, can you tell me about that? Was there always that, or did it take a little pushing from coach?
The beginning of the season was a little rough, but then towards the end, we have 2 freshman guards that are very quick, and that when Aaliyah gets tired, they fill in, and they just fill the energy spot, and yeah, they just do a great job.
You hit the first shot for Underwood at state since 2004 and kind of got your team going a little bit. That was pretty big for you, I mean, in terms of you and your team, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've been working on my shot a lot, obviously, this season, and shooting is like, I would say, my job in the court, and when I shoot, it just gets the whole team going, and it puts my energy up, which makes it even better.
Congrats on a great year.
Thank you.
Kendra Cook, the lone senior on this team, Kendra, getting a chance to finish your career at State. I mean, can you put that into words at all?
Yeah, it was really fun just being here with my team. It's a really good atmosphere, and we had a lot of fun.
Did you guys have a chip on your shoulder coming in? I know a lot of people had, throughout the year, you guys weren't ranked, didn't had a lot of respect there in that regard, and then you're the 7th seed, and I'm sure there weren't a lot of people that thought you would give Denver a good game. Was there a chip on the shoulder?
Yeah, I think just as a team, we knew what we could do. It didn't really matter what anybody else thought of us, and we knew what we were capable of, and we did really good today.
Tell me about this team and how far they've come from the beginning of the year. I know it was a good team to start the year, but to get here and show that you're one of the top 8 teams, what's that mean?
It just feels really good, just knowing our team every day, coming into practice, getting better, and just to end the season up at State, it just feels really good.
Kendra, congrats on a great career.
Thank you.